Well, hi! I guess it's time I revive this channel. After all, it's been a long time since I did something here. Now, this series won't be too regular, mostly because I'm not going to be able to record regularly, but I am recording some episodes in advance, so I can upload something when I can't record. Anyway, hey everyone, I'm Storma Bard, animation student, aspiring character designer, casual writer, and maybe a little too obsessed with folklore and skeletons. Since it's been over 10 years since I first started my art journey, I figured, hey, why not revisit some old OCs and stories? Look, I've seen other people do this, and I wanted to hop on the bandwagon. Sue me. I figured for the first episode, why don't we talk about my first true OC? The first character I made that wasn't a fan character for whatever my current obsession was, and that character is Gale, or Storm. Yeah, she was kind of both my Sona and the main character of a story. I'll be calling her Gale throughout this video though, since that's what I changed her name to when I attempted to reboot her story back in 2018. I'll only be talking about the story she was starring in, not her as a Sona. Back in 2009, little Storm was scribbling away on MS Paint, watching some of her favourite spoof videos on YouTube, and making dumb recolor Keroro Gunso OCs. Then, the desire to make a Sona hit, and boom, along came Gale. Now, Gale's story was the typical stranger in a strange land trope. She was an outsider who joined a pack of whatever these things are. I'm pretty sure I said they were Chupacabra back in the day, but they're clearly not that. Anyway, she joined the pack. Ended up being the chosen one or something and saving them from evil, I guess? I don't remember what that evil was or even much about this version of the story. It was dumb. I distinctly remember she had some kind of romance with this guy called Shadow, but that's about it. Yes, I have the standard edgy dude with the name Shadow in my first group of OCs. It's kind of a rite of passage at this point, I think. Anyway, that version of the story sucked. It sucked so bad that I redid it and turned it into a rip-off of Fable 2. Now, I was obsessed with Fable 2 back in the day. It's kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. So Gale was, well, to put it bluntly, she was a Mary Sue. She had extra abilities that other characters didn't have, was in a love triangle, ended up with a literal shadow demon, and no, it wasn't Shadow, it was another guy called Hawk, who we'll talk about in another episode, because that was a hot mess in and of itself. So Gale was raised by an old crazy lady named Jay. She was an orphan and was upset because Jay wouldn't let her go out and do anything. But she was a rebel and went to the river one day and found a magical stone, which I think it attached itself to her facehugger style by just jumping at her and then forcing her to wear it around her neck. And that was how she got her lightning magic. And she was promptly attacked by this dapper cat with syringes, even though syringes shouldn't have logically existed in that world. Huh. So she travels around with this ghost thing called Phantom, trying to figure out why the cat dude tried to kill her. Something I really don't remember. I think she just left because she could. I don't really know. There wasn't a lot of motivation for her to do anything, to be honest. She makes friends with Ictus and Leaf, two special outcasts, and is hated by everyone you're supposed to hate in the story just because they're jerks or something. I don't know. So everything's cool. They meet Mr. Edgy McKedgelord Shadow, and he tagged along, throwing tantrums basically every 10 minutes because he couldn't listen to MCR or something. Yeah, he was that kind of guy. And they just kind of fell into a marsh that totally wasn't inspired by something, and they got separated, and Gale had to kill some zombies that clearly weren't inspired by something, and she had a cleaver and a crossbow. Oh, yeah, they could summon weapons, even with their quadrupeds, and they don't have hands. Moving on! So she got through to this pack that's located on a cliff overlooking the sea that totally wasn't inspired by something I like a lot, and she meets Hawk, who totally wasn't inspired by a character I really liked a lot in... Yeah, okay, this is just a massive ripoff of Bloodstone from Fable 2, and Hawk was definitely a ripoff of Reaver from Fable 2, because I really liked Reaver at the time. I don't even know why. Why? He's an asshole. Anyway, eventually Leaf, Ictus, and Shadow join up. There's this big reveal where Shadow's like the big bad guy's kid or something, and there's like a war going on between shadow demons and everyone, and yeah, they beat them, I guess. It was so dumb. There was no real reason for anything. And then the twist at the end was that Gale fulfilled a prophecy she was apparently a part of, but didn't know about because Jay never told her anything. But Jay just kind of showed up at the end and was like, hey, you just fulfilled the prophecy, well done! And Gale's like, what are you talking about? I didn't know that was Why did I think that was a good idea? So anyway, I'm not gonna talk too much about the reboot I tried to do a few years back because that was a hot mess as well. But yeah, I've kind of redesigned Gale here based off of that to try and separate her more from Storm, because around 2018 I decided that I needed to separate the two characters because it was just getting confusing. And yeah, Storm became something completely different. As you can see now, if you look at my Sonas, she's incredibly different. And Gale's just kind of sat there, retired, and enjoying her retirement until I just dragged her out kicking and screaming. Anyway, now I've made a quite small round of Puffy. She's just this cute little bundle of joy who's just really excited to go out and see the world, and maybe save it while doing so. She kind of just gets dragged into someone else's war because she wants to help people now. Plus she has like this old ghost thing following her around and telling her what to do and looking out for her. Because I did like the concept of Phantom, but the character itself was shit. So yeah, that's what became of Gale, my first ever OC. I'm going to be making a few more videos in this series. I'm going to see what my DeviantArt watchers want to see next and going from there. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.